Module 2, funnels. So as you guys might notice, I'm not getting super, I'm not covering every little aspect of the power editor and every little, button in the Facebook ads dashboard, because that's not really that important. What's important is the overall picture of what you're doing with Facebook ads. The ad itself is really not that big a part of this whole process. The ad itself doesn't mean much by itself. It doesn't do much for you on its own. It's the very, very sliver of the beginning, and then you have to do something with that traffic, with those conversions, and that's what we're doing in the funnel. So keep in mind, these funnels that we're creating can be used with other sources of traffic than just Facebook ads. Okay, they can be used with just all kinds of traffic, regular search engine traffic, traffic from Facebook groups, email, other social media, AdWords, all that good stuff. YouTube videos, you can drive traffic to your funnels with YouTube videos, but I choose Facebook ads because it's the easiest, the fastest, and when you're good at it, it's super cheap. So I just want to let you guys know that these funnels will work with other traffic. Don't think you're restricted to just Facebook ads, but these are specifically made to work, seamlessly with your ads. So with that said, let's get into the funnels. Now, before we break down, how to build these funnels, I'm gonna give you guys a little lecture on how to choose the right funnel for you. All right. There are tons of different funnels. We've talked about them. We've talked about simple cheat sheet funnels. We've talked about discount funnels. We've talked about free plus shipping, the more advanced stuff, free plus shipping funnels and coaching funnels and value video funnels, all these different funnels. And all these different funnels can be modified. They can be created to serve different purposes. They can be tweaked. But as long as they stick to the core principles of what we're doing, the funnel should work. Now, if you guys remember the value scale, okay, the value scale is very simple. If you remember, the lower on the scale, the quicker you can ask for the sale. So something like a discount funnel would work fantastic low on the value scale. But if you're selling something super high price, you got to give your customer a little bit more time to warm up to you and to be convinced that they're going to drop $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 grand on whatever it is you're selling. So with that, cheat sheets or webinar funnels or whatever are a little bit more appropriate. All right. If you have a client and you're running a Facebook ad for your client, local businesses, the discount funnels are fantastic. They're great. If you have a restaurant or a bar, the birthday funnels are great. The the bar funnel, obviously. If you are really how do I put this? If you're if you're very, very charismatic on video, you want to use a funnel that includes a video. Okay. If you're very good at speaking and talking and moving around and you want to film yourself, that's a great thing. If you're good at speaking but not necessarily so good at being on camera, you can still do webinars. If you suck at all that and you're just not ready for that level of entertaining yet, cheat sheet funnels are great. But cheat sheet funnels are, you really have to deliver the goods with cheat sheet funnels, because if it's, they have to read this PDF. If the info is fantastic, then it'll work just fine. But if it really doesn't hit a home run, you're going to lose them. So that's why webinar funnels and video funnels are good, because you have a chance to, show off your charisma a little bit, keep their attention, teach them something, and they work a little bit, they're more engaging, to put it simply, they're more engaging. I just want to keep, you guys keep in mind though that any of these funnels will work if they're executed properly. So to sum this up, the funnel you should choose is the most engaging funnel that you are capable of doing. All right, let me repeat that. The most engaging funnel that you are capable of doing. All right, so let's talk about how to build your funnel. Now, I use ClickFunnels. I've used a lot of different software in my time. I've used Lead Pages. I've used WordPress plugin. There's 1,000 WordPress plugin things for building landing pages and funnels and all this stuff. I've actually coded my own. I've done a lot. And I've landed on ClickFunnels for a couple of reasons. Number one, well, actually, first of all, I was really annoyed with ClickFunnels when I first signed up. Probably because I was just used to a new system, and I was so used to doing it in Lead Pages and others that it annoyed me, and I was being impatient. But the thing that got me was they were upgrading their systems at the time, and there was a couple bugs, but they've since worked them out. So whatever. I guess I just came in at the wrong time when they were rolling out some new features. But after I've settled into the software, which only took me a couple weeks, I've really landed on this because of a few reasons. Number one, speed. Okay. Yes, you can create great funnels in Lead Pages, but it takes you probably 20 to 30 minutes to create a funnel because you have to create each page individually and you have to connect them and you have to all this shit. And I love Lead Pages. I still use Lead Pages. Lead Pages is great. But in ClickFunnels, you can just click one button and it pre-builds you a funnel and you just fill in the blanks. And I like that because it allows me, I've noticed it allows me to try different things a lot quicker. I can try one funnel, throw 50 or 60 bucks at it in Facebook ads and go, you know what? I'm not feeling that. That's not giving me the results I normally get, so I can quickly try another. Many people get, they build this funnel and they spend all this time and effort, and then it doesn't work and they get super discouraged. You're going to build a funnel that might not, you will build a funnel that won't work. It happens to us all. It's happened to me. Every once in a while, it still happens to me. And that's okay, because if you're good at Facebook ads, and you won't waste a lot of money on your funnel until you have the then you'll have the opportunity to change it or tweak it or whatever. So that's why I like ClickFunnels, because it allows you to do all this super fast. And the second reason I like it is because of the education that goes with it. Not only do they give you this software that's able to create these funnels super quick, but they give you the education to go with it for all kinds of things like sales and email follow-ups and all this. And I've recommended to you guys the .com Secrets book, which is a free book they give away, from Russell Brunson, the guy that created ClickFunnels. And it's a great book. It'll teach you a bunch of stuff about funnels. I'm covering funnels in this course. I don't know a lot of Facebook ad courses that cover funnels. I'm covering it because I think I need to cover it, because you need to know how to do funnels if you're going to be running Facebook ads, because what the hell are you going to do with the traffic after you get it? It doesn't do you much good if you don't know how to do something with that traffic. So if you get the book and you read some of the additional education that comes with ClickFunnels, you can actually learn a lot more about all different types of funnels and all different types of stuff. So that's why I like ClickFunnels. There's a lot more education that comes with it, and I've sort of landed on this as my go-to for all of this. It's 99 bucks a month for the basic version, and I think 300 bucks a month for the advanced version. The advanced version gives you the affiliate program where you can run an affiliate program, and also some other gives you like an email service provider and stuff, or you can use your own. So I actually personally, I have the basic version. When I get to the point where I am going to have affiliates, I will obviously upgrade. So if you're like a course guy or a product launch guy, you'll probably want to get the upgraded. If you're just doing funnels for local clients and you want to run an ad agency, the basic is fine. Let's look at a simple cheat sheet funnel. All right. Now I'm going to show you how to build this in ClickFunnels in here in just a second, but I'm just going to quickly go over what this is just to refresh your memory. So we have our ad here, which offers the cheat sheet. On the landing page, we capture the name and email, and then the thank you page, I like to have an additional call to action, which is usually asks to join the Facebook group. Okay. I'll have like a private Facebook group. In the thank you email, you want to make sure that you introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Dan. I'm a Facebook ads expert, whatever. Da, 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 da. I went from a pizza boy to 7 figures, yada yada yada. Tell them your backstory. Okay. Set the expectations for what they'll receive. So that means, say, hey, listen, over the next week, I'm going to send you this, or I'm going to send you that. This is what you can expect from being a subscriber. This is what you can expect to come. And then you're going to transition to restating the benefits of being a subscriber. I'm glad you signed up because I do this for my subscribers, or this is what you're going to get, or this is what you're going to learn, or this is what, so these two kind of work together, because first you tell them what they're going to receive, and then you tell them, why they would want it. Okay. And then you're going to get them to make micro commitments like whitelist my email address or join my Facebook group. These are small asks. These are small things you can ask them to do. And when somebody gets used to saying yes to several small things, it's a lot easier psychologically for them to say yes to a bigger ask, like giving you money, like buying something from you. Just as selling somebody a cheap product is a great way to graduate them to a higher price product. It's the same basic psychology, okay? And then you have the open loop. The open loop is very simply, it gives them something immediate to look forward to, like, hey, watch out for my next email where I'm going to tell you how to do this thing that you really want to know. Okay, so that lets them say to themselves, oh, I got to make sure that I watch out for that next email. I'm looking forward to seeing more from this person. That's the open loop. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log into ClickFunnels, and we're going to build one of these right now. So ClickFunnels, I'm going to log into my account. Okay, so when you log in, this is what it looks like. It's just going to have your dashboard right here, and all your funnels are right here. Okay, and they have these training. By the way, these training videos are really short, really easy to follow. So I just want to let you guys know that when it comes to working ClickFunnels, if you guys ask me for help, I'm not going to help you because of two reasons. One, all of the how to use ClickFunnels, everything is right in front of you, and it's all like, look, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 6. They're all super short videos that teach you what you need to know, easy. And if you still have trouble, you can click this little chat button right here, and there is somebody on the ClickFunnels team that will help you with whatever you need right then and there. So if your question is about something technical about using ClickFunnels, the software, please ask them, because I would definitely want to have my time spread out and available to help people with the strategy behind what we're doing here, and not like, oh, where's this button, where's that button. So that will allow me to have a lot more time to help help people with things that are more relevant to the course. Again, if you have trouble with any of the buttons or anything, just ask ClickFunnels support. They're super helpful. Plus, these videos that they have that show you how to use the software is super easy to follow. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of that. And so here's my dashboard. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to create some mock-up funnels. And the first funnel is going to be the cheat sheet funnel. So we're going to hit add new funnel, and you have the option to create a custom funnel, but you also have these 3 basic sort of categories: host a webinar, sell your product, or collect emails. Most of the time we're going to use collect emails or host webinar if we're doing a webinar. Selling product that's kind of a different subject for another day. So collect emails. So I'm going to hit choose, and we'll just call this, because I have a cheat sheet called 7 Proven Steps to Profitable Facebook Ads or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this 7 Steps Cheat Sheet. You just name your funnel, okay? And you can tag it as well. So I'm going to call this mockups, okay? And I'm going to hit build funnel. And over here on the right, it tells you what steps are going to be included in the funnel. Email landing page, thank you, download page, okay? So I'm going to hit build funnel. I don't think it grabbed my tag. I'm going to hit build funnel. So it's building the funnel. Okay, so what it's done here is it's over here on the left where this dark area is. Each one of these is like a step in the funnel. So at this point, we're going to choose a template. They have all these really cool templates that you can use. So many to choose from for your, for your cheat sheet. Okay, so let's say, let's do, let me see, which one do I want to pick? Oh, and here's another cool thing. You can hit sort by top converting. So if I click that, it'll show some like top converting ones. And sometimes they mix stuff. Like this is a webinar one. I don't even know what the hell that's doing here. So like all right, let me see. That one looks nice, but let me choose one. Here, let's do this one. Let me try this one. So select template. So it's doing its thing. Okay. So right here is your sort of like mini dashboard for this page. How many visitors, how many contacts. Contacts means the amount of people that have signed up. The conversion rates right here. Okay. So, and then it gives you a link right here, which is the actual link to the page. So if I click this little preview button, it shows me the page. And the page, okay, this is how it looks without any editing. Okay, without any editing. So let me go back. So if I want to edit this page, and hold on, let me go to Dan Henry real quick. Let me see. Here we go. This is my cheat sheet. So I'll click edit. And it'll load the edit. And you just got to wait for it. It's a pretty robust program, so sometimes it takes a minute. And I'll show you how to edit it if it'll load. All right, hold on. Here, let me refresh this page. Come on. Maybe I'll add this out of the webinar. Come on, come on. It's probably because I'm broadcasting a webinar at the same time doing this. Okay, there we go. All right. So now it loads the editor, and it kind of looks like the page, but as you hover over things, it allows you to change them, move them around, stuff like that. So I'll click here, and I'll just highlight this and hit paste. So I might go like this. I might grab this, get rid of that, go up here, and I'll go download this free cheat sheet. Okay. Download this free cheat sheet. All right. So download this free cheat sheet, 7 proven steps to creating, running, and profiting from Facebook ads. Where should I send the cheat sheet? Now, I like to address people like I like to address, I don't like to say download now. I like to say, hey, where should I send the cheat sheet? Okay. I also don't like to use words like get instant access because that's so overdone. So I'll hit the little gear button right here, and that brings up the the options for this button. So I'll go here and I'll delete get instant access, and I'll write something like give me my cheat sheet. Okay. It's just, it's more, it shows that the person isn't a stick in the mud, and that, they're probably somebody cool that you can chat with, and it just, it gives them a little bit warmer of a feeling than download now or instant access. It's because it's so overdone in internet marketing. So that's my that's sort of my suggestion on that. Now, this for the most part right here is pretty much done. You can also go to settings, and there's all other kinds of settings, like for instance, if you don't want it in search engines, you can hit hide search engines, go back. You can then go to meta tags. You can call it the page title. You can delete that and call it free cheat sheet, or whatever, whatever it is you want to call it. Probably your headline, which is right here. And remember, your headline is essentially going to be the name of your freebie. That's what you want your headline, that big, bold headline. And yeah, so that's it. So now we hit save right here. Then it's going to save it. Now I'm not, keep in mind, guys, I'm not telling you to use this page. I've never used this page before. I don't know how well it converts. I've used other pages. So, don't say, oh, well, Dan showed this specific page in his lesson, so I better use that. Don't do that. I've never used this page. I'm just showing you an example of one. All right. I will say that the simpler the page, the better. Okay. The simpler the page, the better. And also, if you sort by the higher converting ones, that is going to show you ones that are converting for people at the time. So yeah, so that's it. Okay. So at this point, we need to go ahead and choose an asset. Now, an asset is the actual PDF cheat sheet. Okay. It's the PDF cheat sheet. So how we would do that is, I'm going to show you how to add an asset, but let's pretend we've already added it in ClickFunnels at this point. All we would do is hit settings, and we would go to digital assets downloads, and we'd hit from the, we select from the list that we have uploaded. And so I'll say pixel cheat sheet. That's not the right one for this, but just to show you, I'll click, here's your pixel cheat sheet. So that's the pixel cheat sheet. So I go back and I hit save. So now when someone opts in, they're going to get that cheat sheet. Okay. So I'm going to hit exit, and there's our page. Now we could actually hit create variation right here and do this whole thing all over again. And it would split test between the two, and it'll show you the visitors, it'll show you the conversion rate, and you can just make sure you choose the digital asset and all that. And real quick, let me show you how to do the digital asset. You just go to accounts, digital assets, and you click on that. And that shows you all these digital assets. And all you do is you hit add new asset. You type the name, like 7 steps, whatever. Okay. You choose the file. You just hit that, and you choose your file. You hit the from name, which would be Dan Henry, and the from email, dan@danhenry.org. And then here you type a simple message like, here's the PDF that you requested. Now your thank you email, you can actually create in this, or you can create it in your actual funnel that you built. Okay. Let me show you that here in a second, but you would just hit create digital asset, and this is now added. Okay. Now this is one of the things that can be a little bit frustrating about ClickFunnels, but once you figure out how you like to do it, you'll be happy, because there's so many features in ClickFunnels. They allow you to do things different ways. So some people will put the message here, some people will do it elsewhere. Just depends on what you want to do. So let's just put, you know, well, I'm not going to add this because we already did the other one. So I'm going to go back to funnels, and I'm going to find my cheat sheet funnel, 7 steps cheat sheet. I'll hit edit. And here we are back. So here's our landing page. This is the page where they, you know, they capture their email, or we capture their name, we capture their email, give me my cheat sheet. So now they're going to go to the thank you page. All right. So the thank you page is going to be here. Thank you. So we click on thank you, and here we go again. So now we have, you know, we have the options here to do or to choose from on what we want our thank you page to be. So let's, this one looks a little bit close to the style of the other one. So let's hit select. So now it's going to create this. And there's our thank you page. All right. Okay. So here's our thank you page. So if I hit edit page, at this point, I can say, you know, this is what I would do for a cheat sheet email. I'd be like, check your email. Now, some people want to give them the download on the thank you page. I don't like to do that. I want them to check their email because I want them to go in and say, hey, you know, this is who's sending it to me. And when they read it, it actually, in some email clients, it marks it as safe. If you read it and you don't mark it as spam, or you don't delete it. So I'll put, you know, check your email, and you can put something like, your PDF is in your email, your inbox. Make sure to check your junk folder too. Boom. Okay. So put that in there. Now here, what we can do is I can click on this. So I have all these options. Now with this, you can choose a digital asset, I believe, and all that. But here's what I like to do. I like to say, join my private strategy group on Facebook. I can't type Facebook. Okay. Join my private strategy group on Facebook. You know, learn from other awesome people or entrepreneurs or whatever it is you're doing. It's free. Okay. So at this point, where it says URL action, and again, you're gonna have all the documentation with ClickFunnels to be able to do all this. And on most of this stuff, you don't even have to worry. But like, for instance, arrow down, right? I can hit note icon, boom. So there's all these like different options in each one of these funnels, a lot of different stuff, and it's pretty self-explanatory. But for instance, URL action, this means, you know, button action, URL action. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'll type, for instance, I'll go to Facebook, and I'll go to Super Entrepreneurs. This is my group. All right. So I'll grab the URL. I'll go back, and I will slap in the URL. So now when someone clicks this button, where's it going to take them? It's going to take them to your private Facebook group, or wherever it is that you want them to go. All right. So now it says share the report with your friends. So at this point, what I'd want to do is, if I click this, you know, whatever, Facebook, Twitter, all this, these are going to be share buttons. All right. So what I would do is I would actually take the URL, the address of the landing page that we just created, and put it in here. And that way, when they click it, it doesn't share the thank you page, because if it shares the thank you page, it's not going to do you any good. You want to share the opt-in page so that people will opt in to get whatever it is they're offering. So you put in the URL of the landing page. Or if you want to get super slick, okay, you can actually get the permalink, the URL of your Facebook ad. You can get that and post it in there. That way, if they share it, it actually shares the Facebook ad and they see the whole video, the whole ad. They see that, which then takes them to the landing page, which then takes them to the thank you. So they see they experience the whole ad funnel. Okay, and when someone shares something that is on Facebook, it is a lot easier and more engaged. It's a lot more engaging because it's the Facebook post. It's not an external link. So personally, I would actually put the permalink of the Facebook ad in the share URL so that it shares that. I think that is the most optimal. All right. So then, we hit save and exit, and that's it. Okay. So now if somebody opts in, it's good. And what we want to do here is we can hit automation on the thank you page. Hold on, I'm sorry. You'd want to go to opt-in. Again, ClickFunnels has a lot of different options. So I believe you'd want to hit automation on the opt-in. Okay. Why does it say everyone? My cheat sheet funnels are actually in lead pages because they're the simplest funnels, but I'm moving them all over to ClickFunnels. So in this, you can do one of two things. You can either hit automation and you can hit add new email, because you can actually do text. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. I say stick to the basics, but you hit add new email. Okay. So here's your from name. Here's your subject. Here's your condition, which in this case would be everyone, your configuration for your email, which you will have to set up your email in the integrations for all this, but all of that is in the documentation, and they have simple videos with ClickFunnels. And I'm going to give you guys a list of things you will do to get, a lot of you guys know this, but I'm going to give you a list of all the things you do, like sign up for ClickFunnels, integrate your email, integrate this, this whole like setup sort of PDF I'm going to give you guys to go through all this. That's not stuff I need to cover in this video because it's all basic tech setup stuff. I'm just trying to show you the basic of how to build these funnels. Okay. But I will be giving you documentation, quick start guide on how to, get your account set up and get everything going. So mine is set up with my email address, dan@danhenry.org. So boom, here it is. So at this point, I can choose from a variety of these templates, and I would choose one, and boom. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit X, and I'm going to go over here to digital. Whoops. I'm going to go over here to digital assets. And I actually want to go ahead and hit add new asset. And I want to upload seven steps PDF, because it's actually really easy to do this. 7 steps. Here we go. So 7 proven steps. So there it is. Boom. So I just chose my PDF, which I created. Okay. My freebie cheat sheet. So I just chose that, and I'll put, I'll put 7 steps to running profitable Facebook ads, and my from name, Dan Henry, from email, Dan. And this is actually kind of cool because when you add a digital asset, it asks you for the from email. So if you only need to send one email on behalf of your client, if you're running ads for client, you can kind of cheat and use their email. Otherwise, you got to get the upgraded ClickFunnels account to, use multiple email servers. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So, hey, I'm just going to type this. Hey, I'm Dan, and here is who I am. This is what to expect. And you'll write all this. Obviously, you don't write this. To expect. Here is why it's great to be a subscriber. Please join my Facebook group. And here is this awesome thing I will share in my next email. Boom. Obviously, I'm not telling you to write this. You'll fill all this out in paragraphs, but this is what you would do. Create a digital asset. Okay. So I've created this digital asset and it's doing its thing. Okay. So I'll go back to funnels and I'll go back to my 7 steps cheat sheet. Here's my opt-in page. I'll hit edit. And I will go over to settings, digital assets download. I will choose the 7 steps to running profitable Facebook ads. Boom. Now that's selected for this opt-in page. Okay. And I hit save. And it saves it. And you want to wait for the little gear to stop turning to make sure it's saved. Okay, boom, it's saved. Hit exit. So now we've created this cheat sheet funnel. Now, if I was doing this just real quick by myself, it would take me 5 minutes. So I'm trying to kind of explain it as I go. So now I'll grab this link, and you can change this link. You can hit the little gear button here, and you can change this to, 7 steps, update funnel step. And now the new address is danhenry.clickfunnels.com/7 steps. So I'll go ahead and put that in. There it is. And if you've ever, this is the cool part about ClickFunnels. If you've ever visited ClickFunnels before for anybody else's funnel, it pre-fills in your name and email. It remembers. So it actually increases conversion rates that way, which I think is friggin' awesome. So it's already got my name and email filled in. So I'll hit, give me my cheat sheet. And it takes me to the thank you page, and I hit the button, and there's Superhero Entrepreneurs. Okay. And it will, let's see, it will send me an email, and I'll have my email, my thank you email, and it'll give me, the PDF cheat sheet and all that. Okay. Again, you could go here to the thank you page, and you could also, you could just leave that blank, and you could also create your automation here and hit add new email. And this is really cool because you can create more emails, and you can hit email delay. And so if you want to, email 5 emails over the course of 5 days, on this email, you can do email 1, create email, and then you create another email 2, and these are the delay days. Okay. So the delay in days. So you just put boom, 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 or you could even do hours. So if you want to do 12 hours, you could leave that blank and just do 12 hours. So this is where you would create your sequence of emails. All right. So, you get them the cheat sheet, you send them a welcome email, you send them an email the next day, you send them an email the next day, and you just add them. And you can actually create an entire email funnel right here. It's really, really, really cool. And you can do that in any of your funnels. So I'm just showing you as an example. All right. So there's your cheat sheet funnel. Again, I'm going over the tech stuff in this lesson just to kind of give you an overview. The ClickFunnels demonstration videos are probably way better than what I'm explaining now, but I'm just showing you sort of my, how I do it. A discount funnel, okay, is a little bit easier, especially because if you're running a discount funnel, you're probably running this for a client, like say a dentist. So let's say it's a dentist. All right. So we're not going to talk about the ad because we're going to cover that in the next module. But on the landing page, they're going to offer cheap adjustment and x-rays. All right. Cheap adjustment and x-rays. And then on the thank you page, offer a free massage if they call and book now. And then we retarget them with retargeting videos to remind them about this thank you page, which I will get into the retargeting videos in the next module. But for now, I'm going to cover this. So what we could do here, there's a couple different ways we could do this. All right. If you have a client that you think is good with video, like you think the doctor can get on there and do his little video, hey, we're giving away, we're giving away a free teeth cleaning. All you have to do is sign up for this voucher, and you get your free teeth cleaning, and you come in, blah 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 blah. Or hey, if they're a chiropractor, hey, we're giving away free X-rays or whatever it is. If they can go on, if you feel that they can go on video and do a video ad, then what you would want to do, and by the way, you can actually see this cheat sheet funnel that we created. You can actually hit edit. Okay. And you can go to settings. You can hit clone funnel. Okay. And it'll clone the funnel. All right. And this is pretty cool because what we can do now is we got to wait for it to hold on, it's still in queue. Well, let's just build it from scratch. Screw it. Add new funnel. All right, collect emails. Boom. We'll do discount funnel. I'm going to go fast on this one because I've already showed you this stuff. So discount funnel. All right. Boom, boom, boom. So for the discount funnel, we can choose a simple video. All right. Like for instance, if they're going to do a video, see, I'll hit preview. We have our headline here. We say get voucher here, and we have our video here, and we would delete all this crap. We don't need all this crap. We can do a video here, and the video would sort of echo the video that you do on your ad. And I'm going to cover the video in the next module. But let's just say that your dentist or your whoever sucks at video. It's not going to work for them. So let's do this. Let's do this one. This right here, big blur opt-in. I like this one because it's really, really, really cool. So I'm going to show you right now how to do a killer discount funnel for like a local dentist client or something like that. So you hit select template. Now let's just say for a moment, let's say, okay, Bright Now Dental. Now, Bright Now Dental is local to where I live. All right. So let's say for a moment that I have this company as a client. All right. So most likely talking to these people, they're not going to have they could have a dentist that will do a video or whatever, but most likely, the video is going to suck, or they're going to give you crap about it or whatever. If you can get it, that's great because videos are better. But here's a quick way to create this. So we go to their website. Now, what we're looking for here is we're looking for something, because I know who Bright Now Dental is. I live in the town I live in Spring Hill, Florida. Okay. So I kind of know who they are, or at least if I saw the outside of their building or something like that, I would recognize my town. I would recognize my city, and that's super, super important because when you're using something like this, when you're using something like a background, a simple background image, all right, if it's something like this lady in a friggin', this stock image thing, people are kind of automatically be like, oh, this is some sort of web scam bullshit or whatever, okay. So we don't want to use that. All right. Now what they have here is they have $29 exam, and actually this is actually pretty cool. You go to their website, they have a selected day. I actually like this. So they probably have a web guy or a marketing guy that does it. That's pretty good. Anyway, so let's try to find, let's go to Facebook and let's try to find Bright Now Dental. Let's try to find some pictures of their actual, see, they got all these fucking stock photos. You could also ask your client for, okay, here we go. Perfect. All right. So we actually see the doctors here. Okay. We actually see this is a real dental office. All right, this is like a real thing. Okay, you see how, like, if you see this, you're kind of like, oh, this is like an actual, these are people, these are actual people. Okay, that's what you want to see. All right, so we want to find a good image that we can use that'll sort of convey, hey, this is a real place in your town, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna pick one because normally I would just ask the client to send it to me, and all these are crap because they're all stock photos. You do not, please, guys, do not use a stock. Okay, here we go. Let's use this one. Boom. So if we could get an outside shot, that would be cool. But this one's good as well. And see, it says "Welcome to Bright Now Dental." It has pictures. So this is pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna save this image in my download folder as Bright Now. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna hit edit page. All right, and you can also do a video background as well, and you can play around with it. But honestly, I don't know. Some people recommend video backgrounds. Sometimes they have a hard time loading, so I like to keep it simple. So here I am on this page, right? So I'm going to just hit settings, and I'm going to go to background settings, and I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to, so here's all my images. There's Nat. I'm going to hit upload image, downloads, and I'm going to go Bright Now. And it's like right now, so it's going to upload this image. So, let's say the client has sent me this image, whatever. I've got this image. It's a real people image. Boom. So I double click on it. All right, great. So now what do we got here? Now we've got the background, and it's like, okay, this is a real dentist office, in my town or whatever. This is a real thing. It's not a professional photo, and it shouldn't be. All right. So let's get rid of this logo thing. You just hover over it and you click the little trash can. Okay, so let's just say get a free teeth cleaning. Get a free teeth cleaning. Only 50, because you want to put scarcity into it. So only 50, scarcity, whatever. 50 vouchers available. What is this headline said to the person that is on this page that came from your Facebook ad? What is this said? It's saying, hey, I'm gonna get a free teeth cleaning. All right. And there's only 50 free vouchers available. So here, I might put something like, hey, Spring Hill peeps, we are doing a special 50 free, 50 free, 50 free cleanings, free cleanings to promote our office. I don't know. Sometimes I say to promote our company because people kind of like that sort of that sort of honesty that, hey, we're doing this to promote our company. They dig that. So 50 free cleanings to promote our office or our new office or whatever, and you can mix and match this. Claim a voucher now. So boom, enter your name, enter your email. Now what I like to do here, if you hover over this main section here, because the individual fields will be orange, okay, and then you have this overall field of this section, which is blue. If you click on that, it gives you more control over the overall section. So what I want to do, I would like to get the phone number. So I just got to find, where I could do the phone number. Oh, you know what? I go here, I hit plus. Okay. Input form. See, input form, because that's what these are. Double click that. Yeah, not in the blue. My bad. So enter name, enter email, and I'll put phone. Okay. And we'll hit required. Input type, phone number. See? Okay, boom. Now it's set. And if you do something wrong, there's going to be this little red thing like you just saw there that says, hey, you're doing it wrong. All right. So now we want to change, send my free report. We don't want to have it say send my free report. That'd be ridiculous. So we hit this and we say download voucher, or we'll say download voucher. Or you could even actually say, give me my voucher. I like that. Okay. So, and there's also the copyright stuff. You can change that, or you can just, honestly, you can just delete it. Boom, hit delete and gone. Okay. And then you delete the main. Okay, boom. All right. So here we go. 50 free teeth cleanings. Oh, get a free teeth cleaning. Only 50 vouchers available. Hey, Spring Hill peeps, or whatever you want to call them, and there you go. And you got the actual, picture of the dentist office. Okay. You can also, if you want to be a little more sneaky, in this picture, if you have like a photo editor, you can take a map of your town, something that people would instantly recognize, and you can put it right here and then upload it. And that helps to increase conversion rates even more, because people are like, okay, this is a real, because people are kind of dumb when they visit the internet. They process information differently than they do in real life. So they see this image and they see this this image of a map, and they're like, oh, I recognize that map. That's my town. Oh, these are real people. This is not a professional photo. Okay. And the trust level goes up because they see that you're real. Okay. So here we go. Boom. All right. So we hit save. All right. And as far as a digital asset goes, we don't need to do this for that. We can just create a simple email that says, hey, this email serves as your voucher, whatever. Okay. So boom, here we are. So we're going to hit exit. And you also would want to maybe adjust the page title in the settings or whatever like that. Again, I'm gonna give you a sort of checklist for these funnels and setups so that you can, okay, I did this, I did that. In fact, I'll show you that real quick. It only takes 2 seconds. So edit page, it loads the page, settings, page title right here. And you go, free teeth cleaning. That way it just doesn't say my awesome landing page, which is the default ClickFunnels title. Go back, save. So it's it's real quick to work with ClickFunnels. So we hit exit. All right, so there's our landing page. Okay, so now on our thank you page, this is where we really will hit a home run. So we hit thank you page. Okay. So now what we want to do is, let me see. I prefer a similar page. Let me see. Let's do. So you can choose from a bunch of stuff. Which one do I want to do? See, this one right here is a simple video page. This is great. Just on a side note, if you have a funnel where you want to say, hey, thanks for joining my email list, this is who I am, this is a great one to use. This free video white paper one. I love that one for that. Let's use. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go back. Thank you. And let's just use the blank one. That way I can show you kind of how to do this from a blank. So this is a blank thank you page. So I can select this. So at this point, what I'll do is I'll hit edit. Let it load. So I'll hit edit. and I'll go, your voucher is in your inbox. And I'll say, but wait, call and schedule your cleaning now and get free x-rays, or something that you think they would really want. Okay. Wait. Okay, boom. So now we got that. So now what we'll do is we'll hit the little plus button, and we have all these things that we can add to the page. All these things we can add to the page. So we're going to choose image, because what I want to do at this point is I want to have another picture of the office. So let's just say that we have a different picture. I'm going to use the same picture, but let's say we have a different one. So now we have this picture, but it's huge, right? It's huge. It's taking up too much real estate. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to image width, and I'm doing this to show you guys how much you can really edit. And I'm going to hit 500. Okay. Boom. That looks a little bit better. All right. So now I'm going to hit plus again, and we'll go with headline. So it's you don't even have to be a web designer. It's great. And I'll say call 555 555 5555 to book now and get your free x-rays. All right. So what I'll do with this, I like to do is take this and hit bold. Okay, but I really want this to stand out. So I'll go to the little gear icon, and I'll select bold color. See, it says text color and bold color. I'll select this to be red. So now that's red. Okay. And I'll even do this. Okay. So boom. Now this page is very, very simple, and I created it very, very quickly. Again, you can choose from a variety of different, a variety of different thank you pages. You don't have to do what I just did. I just showed you how easy it is to, do one from scratch. And honestly, this one right here, I know it looks like crap, but I have found that some of the simplest and crappiest looking pages convert the best. I mean, look at Craigslist, so again, I might put that map here or something like that, or I might do 2 images, one with a map, and that's it. So I hit save, and again, you can change the My Awesome landing page. You can do, page title, thank you. Okay, or thank you, book now, whatever. Hit save and exit. Okay, so now we have our opt-in, we have our thank you page. All right. Now, what you can do here is on the thank you page funnel section, all right, you can hit automation, and you can hit add new email. And the subject of this email is, here is your voucher. And you can, you can create like a little image of a voucher. You can select one of these templates, these email templates that have an image. So for instance, I'll do Dan Henry, here's your voucher, use this template selected, create email. So now we've created this email. Here it is. So I'll hit open editor, and here it is. So I'll take like, the logo of the dental company and put it right here. All right. And then I'll put like, hey, here is your free, dental voucher, or whatever, and then I have an image here of the voucher, okay, which would be pretty cool. So you just put an image of the voucher, and I'm sure that people are just going to show it on their phone or whatever when they go into the dental office, which is fine. And then, and then here we're going to reiterate, make sure you book your appointment now to get free x-rays as well. Okay. So, and then, you put the phone number or whatever. Now, all this other crap, because they give you these templates with all these extra things, you can just go ahead and, delete all these, so what I'll do is I'll hit delete row, yes, delete row, yes, delete row, yes. I'll clear all this stuff out I don't need. Or you can just select an email template that doesn't have all this crap, whatever. Delete row. And yeah, that's it. And then, you put, sincerely so and so, whatever. Okay. And that's it, and then in this email, you can also talk a little bit about the dental office. Okay. You can talk about how they, oh, we've been in town name for 5 years and blah, blah, blah. And our doctor is a so-and-so fan. Be personable, hey, our doctor is a, like, let's say your local school that everybody loves is a, I don't know, is a Bucks fan. You can be like, hey, our doctor, who's a huge Buck fan, blah blah, and then you have a picture of him in a Bucks hat or a Bucks shirt. And what does this do? What this does is it lets people know that you're human, and people will, when they see that attractive sort of character in you, they'll be much more obliged to do whatever it is you're asking them to do. And if that's call and make an x-ray appointment, great. That's what it is. Okay. But throw a little personality into these emails. All right. So I'll hit save. And also you can preview the email here. So this is the email, you get rid of that. You hit close. Okay. So now you have this email. Now you can create another new email, add new email. And from here, all right, you can do it again, but this time you can say, hey, I noticed that 2 days ago you opted for your free voucher. Have you scheduled your appointment yet? Whatever. All right. And you hit email delay and you set that to 2 days, and boom, they're going to get that email in 2 days. All right. Now there's so many different, just, oh my God, there's so many different, ways and things you can say in emails and all of that. I can't possibly cover all of that for every industry, but in short, you want to give value, you want to show your character, whatever. And ClickFunnels actually has some great training on these emails. They call it the SOAP sequence, which is really, really, really cool. They have some products that help you write your emails for you, which I'll give you some links to those. But honestly, if you have a little bit of common sense, you can just sort of send out an email every other day for, say, a week, reminding them to, schedule their appointment, and leave it at that. And your client, you should, the majority of the people that opt in to your list will, the majority of them will go ahead and call and make that decision. And go to your client dentist's office right away when they opt into this ad. But you will pick up a few stragglers by sending out these emails, and that's more revenue and more sales for your clients. So take the time to create these emails in here. Now, the only thing about this is when you have a basic ClickFunnels account, you only have one email that you can use. So if your email is, john@johnsmith.com, these emails are going to come from john@johnsmith.com. So you have a couple different options here, especially if you're taking on clients. You can go for a higher end version of ClickFunnels, which I don't know the details on, but I know that they allow you to use multiple emails. Or you can use their email service. Like, let's say your client has MailChimp. Well, then you just go to account integrations. Okay. And you do the same thing. You just hit email and you add new integration, go to MailChimp, hit MailChimp, and you put your API key in or whatever it is. And again, there's tons of tutorials on how to, look at all of these different email services. If your client says, oh, I have Aweber. Okay. Aweber. All right. So then you do it that way. So you connect it. So now when you connect it and it's in your integration, it's there. So if you go back to your funnel, instead of sending them in this automation section, okay, you can connect it to, when they opt in, it goes to, say, MailChimp, and you don't put any emails on here. Instead, you put the emails in your MailChimp autoresponder, and you do the same thing, or your Aweber autoresponder, you do the same thing, okay, but you do it in your email service provider. All right. Now, if you are doing ads for yourself, you don't got to worry about this because you can just do them all in here from your email. It's a done deal. But if you have multiple clients upon multiple clients and you're running ads for clients, it gets a little trickier. Now, I will cover that for the pro certification students, probably in a little bit more depth in the managing clients webinar. But for this, okay, it's pretty simple. You either do it here or you integrate a third party, MailChimp, Aweber, send it to them. Okay. Or honestly, you could not send any emails. You could just send the thank you email. And the way you would do that is you go to integrations, you make a PDF of a voucher, you upload it. Okay. And oops, that's integration. Sorry. You go to, digital assets. You create a PDF of a voucher. You hit add new asset. You upload the voucher. And then here you say hey, call now. You use the from email because when they send an email from this, you can choose any email, which I think is pretty cool. So at this point, you would use the, John at brightnowdental.com if that's their ad. So when you do it with the digital asset, you have the ability to send one single email from whatever. I could send it from staff@cnn.com and it will send with that email. All right. You just can't send automation and follow-ups. So if you wanted, you could send that one single email from the digital asset delivery, type, and then that's it. You don't do any follow-up sequence for your client. You put that on them. Okay. Again, this is something I'm showing you. I'm going to really get into depth on the strategy on how to do this for multiple clients in the pro certification version of the course. And I have a complete system for this where it's as easy as possible to do this. I'm just sort of touching on it right now and touching on, I'm just touching on some ideas if you're running ads for yourself versus running ads for other, multiple companies. But this is a little cheat. You can send your one and then just call it a day. Okay. So that's the discount funnel. All right. And that's this one right here. And again, boom, let's call it discount update or whatever you want to call it, whatever. So I grab this and here it is. So here, boom, boom, your voucher is in your inbox. Call now. They get the email asking them to do the same thing. Boom. Now, as far as the retargeting goes, you can set up retargeting ads that bring them back to this page, or simply say, hey, I see that you opted in for our voucher. Make sure that you make your appointment now. Now, this might not make sense to you yet, and that's okay. But we're going to create, custom conversions and all that good stuff within these funnels so that you can see how to do all this. All right. With retargeting. Don't worry about that now. I'm going to show you the strategies. I'm going to go back to these funnels. I'm going to say, hey, remember this dental funnel? And I'm going to show you, let's let's just run some retargeting ads so that people can, come back to this page and you can increase their conversion, increase the amount of customers. For now, I'm just showing you a basic of how to build the funnel. We'll come back to the retargeting and that whole strategy in the next module. All right. So that's it. Our discount funnel is done. It's done. All right. Okay. So value video funnel, same thing. All right. Same exact thing. You create your landing page. You then take them to a page with a video. Okay. And then you take them to a survey page, a calendar page, a phone call. So let me just sort of cover this real quick, and I'll show you in ClickFunnels sort of how you would do that quickly, but I won't build the whole funnel because we're on a little bit of a time crunch here. So let's say for a moment that you get $3 conversions to this value video funnel. And this funnel is best used for coaching, but it can be used to sell services or even courses. So let's say you sell $2,000 per month coaching, or let's say your monthly fee or your coaching program for 5 calls is $1,000. It's $997, and you want to sell a $997 product. You want to sell your coaching for $997. So let's say for a moment that you get $3 conversions off your Facebook ad. And we'll talk about the Facebook ad for this funnel soon, and I'm going to revisit these funnels. But let's say that you end up at $3. You should be able to get it down lower if you hit all your pain points and everything. But let's just say $3. So it's $3. They convert on the landing page. They see this value video. This value video is sort of like a mini webinar. So you say, hey, let me show you this this workout that can drop 10 pounds in 2 weeks. So on this value video, you show them the workout. Okay. And, $3 per view. So we got $3 conversions. It costs $3 for each person that views this video. At the end of the video, you're going to say, if you would like help implementing this workout plan into your life, the diet that goes with it, and all this other stuff, fill out this survey and let's see if we can work together. I'll jump on the phone with you and I will, give you some free tips and help you out or whatever. So you then go to the survey, and the survey is asking them about their health or whatever, or about their business if you're selling a business product or whatever it is. So about 10% of these people that watch the value video will actually fill out this survey. So that's 10% conversion rate, CR. So that's $30 per application. All right. So you're getting people that apply to be your customer basically for $30 a piece. So then you take them to a calendar page, Survey Monkey, something like that. And this is going to be $30 per call because it's $30 per app. So you're paying $30 to get on the phone with them. You get on the phone with them, you close 1 out of 4. What does that cost you total? It costs you $120 to get a client. If you charge $997 and it costs you $120 to get this client, that's a total profit of $877. Boom. For every $120 that you spend. That's not bad. Again, to give you an idea, let's say I'm doing it for my Facebook ads course. I have a landing page. Hey, let me show you how I made this much money, whatever, on this Facebook ad. They go to the value video. I show them the funnel. I show them all this stuff. I say, hey, if you would like help implementing this for your business, let me know. And, by filling out this survey, and let's see if we can work together. I'm not cheap, but I can help you build this funnel, whatever. So they go to the survey. They then book a phone call with the calendar. They get on the phone. You close 1 in 4. If you close more than that, you're fantastic. So I pay $120 per client. I make $877. Boom. Simple. This is probably for coaching the simplest funnel you could possibly do that will make money right now. The only thing is, you've got to really, really land it with this value video. You got to really provide value. All right. So let me show you real quick in ClickFunnels. So for instance, let me go to funnels. All right. So I made a copy of the cheat sheet funnels. So So here's this copy of the cheat sheet funnel. I'm going to call it value video. Now, what I want to do here really quickly is I don't want to use this. So I'm going to hit create variation, create from template. And it's going to give me these, again, it's going to show me all this stuff. So let's do, which one do we want to do? Let's do this one. I like this one. Save page and continue. Create page now. Okay, so it's created this page. So I've created a split test here, but I'm actually not doing it to split test it. I'm doing it just so that I can delete this page. And now my only page, my main page, is this one. So I'm going to hit edit. And I'm actually going to create a funnel out of this. So I might as well do it. How I made $10,000 my first month offering Facebook ads as a service. Okay, whatever. All right, so you know, I can adjust all these, whatever. I'll do it later. So I put my video here. So, and this video would be the same video I would use in my ad. It really would. You can do a different video. You can say, hey, I'm glad that you decided to go to this page, but I prefer to use the same video. I've always used the same video, and you know what? It's worked fantastic. So boom. So here we go. I have my video. I'm being all charismatic. I'm telling them about how I made my first 10,000. You know, enter your name and email below to watch this short 10-minute training video now. Boom. Okay. And I'll say, you know, yes, I want to watch the video now. Yes, show me the video. Okay. Whatever you want to say. So enter your name, enter your email. Yes, show me the video. Boom. Okay. So at this point, I don't need to upload any digital assets or anything like that because I'm just taking them to the thank you page. The thank you page is the video. So I don't need to mess with all that that value video, or I mean that digital asset stuff, sending them an email stuff. So here I can go to page title, change the page title, boom, save, and exit. Okay, so there it is. There's my landing page and that video, and I haven't put the video in. You would just hit the settings on that and put the video URL, like YouTube, Vimeo, wherever you put it. But there it is, okay? And this is what it would look like. I would just obviously change the, you know, the URL of the video in the settings. So they click here and they enter it, boom, and that takes them to this page that we had set up before. So on here, what I want to do is I want to go to thank you. And because I cloned this funnel, and I could build it from scratch as well, but because I cloned this funnel, I want to, you know, I want to delete this page variation. I want to just get rid of it. Okay. And what I want is I want a video one. So let's do, which one do I want? I like this one. Yeah, let's select this one. Select the template. And you know, if you think you like the one better, just use that one. That's fine. But this is the one I'm going to use. So I'll hit edit page. So this is the thank you page now. All right. So I'm going to use the same headline. Okay. And what I'm going to do here is put my URL of my value video, whatever that value video is. Now they have all this extra crap here. Again, this comes with the template. You don't need it. I'm going to actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all this stuff because I'm going to say it in the video. Anything I need to say, I'm going to say in the video. And I'm going to show you guys something really cool right now. So I'm going to just delete all this crap. I just want this button, actually. That's what I want. So, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to delete this whole thing. Boom. Okay, so now, and I'm going to delete this whole thing. Get rid of it all. Yeah, get rid of it all. Okay, so now I'm going to hit this, and I'm going to go with button. Now, this is really cool, what I'm going to show you guys. So here's this button, right? So I'm going to hit apply for help, or whatever you want to call it, apply for help. And I don't like that font, so I'm going to choose a different font, probably. And that's what's cool about ClickFunnels. You can just mess with all of this stuff. There we go. Apply for help. Okay. And I will do center, display block. Let me see. Full width. Yeah, I want that. I want that right there. I want that full width button. Font size. I'm going to make it huge. Boom. Apply. Okay, so now I got this huge button. It says apply for help. Okay, huge button. But here's the thing. I don't want them to see this button right away because they're going to be like, oh, they're you know, they're trying to sell me something or whatever. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to timed. See, it says time delay hidden until triggered. Let's say I mention that they can apply for help at 5 minutes, or it's a 10-minute video. So let's say 9 minutes. 9 minutes is when I say, if you need help with this process, apply for help. If you need help with the process I just showed you, or you need help with whatever it is, you know, don't tell them you have a coaching program. You tell them that later. If you need help, you know, apply here. So I'll put fade in, minutes, 9. Boom. Hit save. So now, if I hit preview, you'll see the button's not there. It's not there. Okay. But if we wait 9 minutes, that button will pop up. So that's pretty cool. Okay. The button doesn't discourage them from, you know, it doesn't discourage them from staying on the video, because you first have to give value. Then you can be like, okay, apply. All right. So let me get rid of this written by Bob bullshit. There we go. All right. So here's the video. Now, at this point, SurveyMonkey, Google Forms, whatever. All right. So you create your survey of what you want to ask them in terms of you know, being a customer. All right. And then you would do, you know, HTTP, we'll just say surveymonkey.com/my-survey, whatever it is. All right. So now you've set it. So now, you know, we hit save. Okay. So now what happens is, you know, they opt in, they come to this page, they watch your value video, which is kind of like a mini webinar, 10-minute webinar, basically. And then this button pops up that says apply for help. And you're like, you know, I hope you enjoyed this workout plan or whatever. If you need help getting all this in check, if you need help getting your meal plans, figuring out, you know, exactly what is going to be the right, you know, workouts for you personally, blah, 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 you know, apply for my program. I have a program. I'll tell you the details later, but it's going to help you, you know, it's going to help you do this, do that. Don't get super into the sales pitch on it. Just be like, if you need help with this, I'd love to talk to you on the phone, and I'd love to talk to you about the programs that I offer. I'd love to show you how I can help you. So basically at this point, you're kind of saying like, apply to be a customer, which is cool because by the time they get on the phone with you, they're ready to buy almost. So they click this button, it takes them to SurveyMonkey or wherever. So you're out of the funnel now. All right. You're out of the click funnels area. And you take them to a survey page. Unfortunately, I do not think that ClickFunnels has a funnel step with like a survey and a booking page. I'm sure you could probably custom make one, but it's really easy to just show that button, have them go to a SurveyMonkey page. They fill out the survey. When they complete the survey, you set that SurveyMonkey page to forward to Calendly, okay, which Calendly is real simple. You know, after they're done with the survey page, they click it and boom, they come to a page like this. Like this is Heather, my publicist. This is her thing. You can select a day, like Wednesday, August 31st. You select whatever. Boom, this gets sent to you. So now you go back and you look at the survey. You make sure that the person, you know, the type of client you want. You then look at your when they booked. You get on the phone with them. You do the 2-question close. And you get yourself your new client. Okay, and that's it. That's a very that's your value video funnel. It's 2 steps in ClickFunnels. Send them to a survey page. After that, when they hit submit, set the survey page to send them to your Calendly page. End of story. And then you can even set the Calendly page to send them to your Facebook group if you want to. I don't, you know, there's unlimited combinations. Depends on what you want to do. Webinar funnel. All right. This one's super easy. And the reason this one's super easy is because ClickFunnels has this one. This one is like already made. Okay. This one's so cool. It's already made. So I go to funnels and I go to add new funnel, host webinar, hit choose. Let's do live webinar. So I hit live webinar and I say Facebook ads, or I'll say, I'll just say mock-up webinar. Mock-up webinar. Okay. And webinar sign up page, confirmation page, live webinar, build funnel. I'm not going to go into all this, but this builds it for you. Okay. This is fan-frickin-tastic because, you know, here's your webinar registration page, your webinar confirmation page. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. Let me see here. I'm going to actually show you one of my webinar funnels. How to create Facebook ads that don't suck. So I'm going to hit edit. So what I have here is I have the live webinar registration page. I have the confirm page and I have the actual broadcast room. So I'm going to show you each one so you can see what a finished sort of funnel looks like. Now, as far as automation emails go, I actually use my third party, as I mentioned earlier. I use my third party ESP to send emails. But anyway, so let me show you the page. So here's this webinar page. Free online workshop. How to create Facebook ads that don't suck. And here my ugly mug is talking about the ads in my video. Okay. And this is, I know, I get it. This is a high professional video. You don't have to have a professional video. I've actually, funny enough, I've created videos like this with my iPhone and had just as good a conversions, which kind of makes me wonder why I bother to do this. I think it's just because I went to school for this shit and I just like creating professional videos. There's really no other reason than that. I suppose if you were doing a webinar on how to create awesome videos, you would definitely want to have a professional video. But I don't really think it's that crucial, you know, unless it looks really crappy. But so here, anyway, here's my video, and here's my, you know, my headline, which is the name of my freebie, or my bait in this case, which is the webinar. Okay, here it is right here. Save my spot. All right, here's what I'm going to learn. And this is actually a template. Okay, so this is a template. This is, all I did was edit this stuff. I didn't add or move any of this stuff around. I just edited it. All right. And that's it. I hit yes, save my spot. Okay. I hit reserve my seat. It takes me to the confirmation page where it has this, you know, countdown. The webinar already happened. So obviously there's, you know, it says 0. I asked them to give it a share. This is my call to action. Why? Because when people share this webinar, I get a lot of extra, because I make them share to the Facebook ads page. So I actually get a lot of extra signups from people who, end up hitting the share button, and I get a lot of extra signups. So that brings my ad costs down as well. Okay. Here you can put the time and, whatever, and that's it. All right. And then back in here, here's my confirm page, which you'll see right here. Okay. And then here's my live webinar page right here. Okay. And I'll show you this. Okay. So what I actually had done here is when the webinar was over, I switched it to say replay. And then when it was done, you can actually set this to not show the video anymore. Otherwise, there was a big video here and it was the live, the live feed. And then I put Facebook comments in here, and here's all the, all the Facebook comments and all that. Okay. So just to show you that real quick, if I hit edit, loading editor, if I click the gear button on this, it will say, see, you can put the date and the end time. Okay. And that's how it decides when it's going to go down. And let me see here. How do you, oh yeah, that's right. So you click on this and it'll say expire action. Now, again, this is all documented with ClickFunnels. I'm just kind of showing you, just to warm you up to it. I still recommend you watch the how-to videos. They explain it a lot better than I am right now. But expire action, show hide elements. So you can, when it's done, you can either take them to a redirect URL, which would be like a, hey, sorry, whatever. You can take them to a different URL, or when it expires, you can choose to show hide elements, and then you just choose the element, which in this case would be the video. Okay, so you just select the video. It's selected. So, if I wanted to hide the headline, I would select that. Okay, but I'm not. Okay, so I got the video. All right, and you just hit expire action, boom, and now the video disappears when it's done. Pretty simple. Okay, so exit. Yeah. Okay, so that's webinar funnel. Now ClickFunnels actually has a product you can purchase where they create this more robust webinar funnel where you have a live webinar registration page. You have 3 like product launch videos, you have the webinar, you have the emails, and it's all done. You just go in and you fill in the blanks and you edit and you change things. And that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try that one because I actually bought it just to check it out. So and that's another thing I love about ClickFunnels. They have all these funnels you can buy and all this stuff. And I think that's really cool. That's the webinar funnel. Let me show you now one critical thing you absolutely, though, need to do when you are finished building your funnel. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Facebook page and I'm going to go to my ads manager. All right, this is so important. Go to your ads manager. So here's all your ads and everything like that. You click this button right here and you hit all tools, and now it has all those areas of Facebook ads all right in front of you. You want to go to pixels, click pixels. Okay, then click action. This right here is your Facebook pixel, so you want to copy it and you want to go back to your funnel. So whatever funnel it is, like this, the value video funnel, whatever. All right, you hit edit. And what you want to do, and this is so important, you want to hit settings. Okay. And in the head tracking code, see where it says head tracking code? So settings on your funnel, head traffic code, paste that in there. Okay. See funnel, see where it says funnel wide tracking code for the head tag? What happens is this puts this pixel in all pages of your funnel automatically. So if you create a new page to your funnel, it's the pixel's automatically there. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to hit save and update settings. Now our entire funnel has our Facebook pixel, and we can now do our retargeting. We can do our custom conversions. We can do all of that. Next, the final step that we need to do before we start working on our ads, before we start creating our ads and everything, is we need to create a custom conversion. All right, so that we set it up ready to go and we'll plug it into our ad later. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to now go to our thank you page. So here's our funnel, whatever your thank you page is. In this case, it's you know, this page right here. Okay. This is the URL of our thank you page. I'm actually going to change it to, I'm going to call it, sorry, path right here, path. I'm going to call it 10K, this is my $10,000 value video, 10K thanks. All right. Now this is the URL. So I'm going to grab this URL and I'm going to copy it. Oops. I'm going to grab this URL. I'm going to copy it. We'll go back to my ads manager. This is the last step to really have our funnel set up and ready to go to run ads to it. Of course, after you do all your copywriting and your videos and all that. And I'm going to cover the video because in the ads module, because it'll be the same video you use for your ad if you're using the video. So here we go. So now what we want to do is we want to go back. Here's all our tools. We want to go to custom conversions. All right. So we're going to hit create custom conversion, URL contains, and we're going to paste in that URL. And that is the URL of our thank you page. Okay. So when someone visits this thank you page, it's because they opted in on the landing page. All right. So that's how we know that we had a successful conversion. So now we hit category and we'll say, we'll just say complete registration. Okay. So I'll click that, complete registration. So URL contains our thank you page URL, complete registration, next. So now we're going to name it. So now I'm going to name it 10K value. That's just the name of, you can call it anything. Just, this is just for your reference. And then you hit create. You can also set a conversion value, what you think it's worth to you. That's just kind of for reporting. So if you think, like, let's say somebody's paying you $20 a lead, you hit $20 because you're going to get $20 for every lead, then, you know, you could, you know, and it costs you $5 per lead, you now know you have a profit of $15. Or if you're creating a conversion, say, because somebody, you know, you want somebody to buy a product and the thank you page is your, hey, thank you for buying. And let's say that product is $20, you would then put $20. And that just allows you to keep track of how much money you made in the Facebook ads dashboard. But since that's not what I'm doing here, I'm just going to put 10K value. I hit create. You created the custom conversion 10K value. All right. Now at this point, don't worry. Here it is. Okay. 10K value. When you set up your ad, you'll be able to choose that conversion to connect to your ad. So Facebook knows what is considered a conversion for that ad. So we've created it. It's there. We're going to use it, but we're not going to use it right this second. We're going to use it, you know, it's going to stay there, and we're going to use it when we go to create our ad. But at this point, we've chosen a funnel. We've created our funnel in ClickFunnels. We've edited all the stuff, chosen our templates, and put on our videos, whatever you want to do. We've installed our pixel code in the head tag so that it's funnel wide, and then we've created a custom conversion. At this point, we're ready to run ads to it. all that is left is to set up your ads. And that's what we're going to be covering in the next module. And that module is going to be pretty strategically intensive.